Hello viewers, I'm Dr. KSR Radhika, working as Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, SRKR Engineering College, Bhimavaram. Now I am going to discuss the topic tree introduction in the subject Advanced Data Structures. The objectives of today's lecture are to learn the trees and why the tree structures are required, to explore the characteristics of trees, to know the applications of trees, and the differentiate different types of trees. First of all, we will see the introduction. In the introduction, till now we have discussed the linear data structures. Some of the linear data structures are arrays. Arrays are collection of similar data items which are stored in continuous memory locations. The next one is stacks. Stacks means last in first out data structure. And this is the example for a stack. And the next one is queues. Queues is first in first out data structure. So here you will have the pointers front and rear in order to maintain the operations of the queues. And the next one is data structure. The next data structure is linked list. That is, this is also a collection of similar data items, but here what is the difference is it is a dynamic linear data structure. What is the logic of tree? So what is meant by hierarchical data? So when this hierarchical data is required. So for example, here we are discussing an example of shape. For example, if you take the shape, so hierarchical data, it is defined as a set of data items that are by hierarchy, that are related to each other by hierarchical relationships. Hierarchical relationships exist where one item of data is parent of another item. In that way, here we will represent the data in hierarchical format. So for example, if you take the shape is, for example, if you take a shape, the first level of differentiation of shape is one dimensional, two dimensional, this is one dimensional, two dimensional, and three dimensional. So this is the first level of differentiating the shape. So again in the one dimensional, again we can go for the second level of differentiating the shape, that is line. And the second one is two dimensional. In two dimensional, that means here you will have two dimensions for representing the shape, that is circle, triangle, square, diamond, and rectangle. So for example, if next one is the third differentiation is three dimensional. In three dimensional, you have cone, cube, cylinder, sphere, etc. So suppose if you want to represent the data in hierarchical format, so then you can represent the data in an hierarchical way. That is the main characteristics of hierarchical data model is you have to represent the data in tree-like structure. So then we can perform certain operations, everything on that hierarchical data. So this is how we will represent a tree. So it is used mainly to represent hierarchical data. Next one is the tree definition. Once you take the tree definition, we can say it is just tree is simply we can say that it is collection of nodes. For example, if you take the normal tree structure, this is the root. This is the root that we are showing here. So suppose if you take here in this tree root structure example, so first of all you will have the main root. From the main root you will have the sub branches, and from the sub branches you will have again another sub branches. So this is how we can represent. So for example, if this is the main root and these are the sub branches from this main root, and these are the another sub branches from this main root. So suppose if you take this is the root, we can say that this is the root of the this tree structure, and from that one again you can represent the small another subtrees. So simply if you want to define a tree, you can say that it is a tree is a collection of nodes. So one of which is the root, and remaining you will have n minus 1 edges. So simply you can say that the collection of nodes is called as a tree with no cycles. collection can be empty or otherwise a tree consists of a distinguished node called the root and zero or more non-empty subtrees, that is T1, T2, so on Tk, each of those are roots and are connected by the direct edge from the tree. So if you see in this example, the general tree, so the first of all, you will have in the circle, we have represented as root. That is called as the root of the, that is the main root of the tree. So if you see that the subtrees are represented as triangles, that is T1, T2, T3, T4 and so on like that. So these are all, each is again one tree. So because it is a tree under this root, so that's why it is called as a subtree. So all these trees are interconnected with an edge, directed edge with the root. That is one direct edge is represented there. So this is how we can represent a general tree. So once if it is represented this in this example, we are showing everything as subtrees. And here in the next example, the tree with nodes. So again in this example here, what we are doing, for example, if you take T1 tree, T1 subtree. T1 subtree is having only one node. So that's why here it is having only one node B. And T2 subtree, it is having also only one node, that is C. So that's why it is represented again with a single node C. Suppose if you take the T3, T3 subtree is having two nodes, that is D and H. So that's why again it is represented as again a subtree. Similarly, T4, it is having totally 5 nodes, E, I, J, P, Q. So again the total tree structure is represented, and again the root of that subtree is connected with the root of the total tree, that is A. So this is how we will define a tree. Characteristics of trees. So if you take the characteristics of trees, we can say the tree is a non-linear data structure. So non-linear data structure means here the relationships are not linear. So that means all the nodes are connected, but the relationships are not connected directly as linear. So and also we can say that it can point to any number of nodes. A tree can have any number of nodes, but out of all the nodes, one node is treated as the root node. And the next two characteristic is hierarchical relationship between the elements. That is, here we are going to have the hierarchical relationships between all the nodes in the tree. The next one is parent-child relationship. So here in the tree structure, you will have the parent and the child relationship between the nodes. So suppose if the root is connected with, for example, if A is the root and B is connected as a connected with the root, then we can say that A is the parent of B. So like this, for each and every node, the parent and child relationship is maintained. And the next one is insertion and deletions are as fast as in linked list. And also the searching is also as fast as in ordered array. The key terms, that is the key terms in the tree. The first one is root. So for example, here we have represented a simple example of a general tree. So if you see this example and if you see the definition of the node, I will tell you what is meant by each and every key term in a tree. The first one is root. Root means node at the top of the tree is called as the root node. So for example, for this tree, A is the root node. And the next one is parent. So any node except the root node has one edge upwards to a node, that is called as a parent. So for example, if you take here, A is the parent of B, F, J. That is an example. Next one is child. Node below a given node connected by its edge downward. That is, for example, if you take C, D, E are the child nodes of B. So that is B is parent and C, D, E are the children of B. And the next one is leaf. Node which does not have any children. So that means, so the node which does not have a down arrow. That is, for example, here in this example, you can say C, D, E, R, C, D, E, G, H, all these are leaves. Siblings. Sibling means children of same node is called as are called as siblings. So for example, if you take in this example, C, D, E, for all these three nodes, B is the parent. So that's why here we can say that all are the children of the same node. So that's why they are called as siblings. That is siblings example is C, D, E are called as siblings. Subtree. The descendants of a node. Subtree. For example, if you take in this example, A is the root of the total tree. Suppose if you take the F, from F if you take FGH, we can say that FGH total, it is called as a subtree. And the root of the subtree is again F. Level. The generation of node, it is called as the generation of the node. So we say that the level of root node is 0. The level of root node is 0. That is the level of, in this example, if you consider level of A is 0, B is 1, B, F, J is 1, and at level, and C, D, E, G, H, all these are at level 1, and P, Q are at level 2. That is what is meant by level. Next one is internal nodes. So the internal nodes with children. So that is which have the children. For example, if you take here, the internal nodes are B, F, J, M. These are all called as internal nodes. Next one is degree of a node. The number of children that the node have. For example, if you take B, the degree of the node B is, it has how many children? It has 3 children. That is C, D, E. So that's why the degree of node B is 3. And the degree of J is 4. And the degree of M is 2. Like that. The next one is degree of tree. It is the maximum degree of nodes in a tree. In this example, the tree degree is 4, which is having more number. That is, it is the degree of the node J, because it is having 4 children. The next one is edges. If a tree have n nodes, it will have n minus 1 edges to connect all these nodes. So this is the very important point you have to remember considering the nodes and the edges. So if a tree have n nodes, it will have how many edges? N minus 1 edges. This is very important point we have to remember while considering and remembering about trees. The next one is depth of a tree. Maximum level of any leaf in the tree is called as the depth of the tree. Here the depth of this tree is 3. That is at the level B, F, J it is 1, and at the level of C, D, M, N it is 2, and at P, Q the depth is 3. Next one is height of the tree, height of the root. It is called as the height of a tree. It is also 3 in this example. Path, sequence of consecutive edges from source node to the destination node. Sequence of consecutive nodes from source node to the destination node. For example, if you consider the path from A to Q, the path is A, J, M, Q. It is called as a path. That is the path from A. What is the path AQ means? You have to give it as A, J, M, Q. Next one is height of a node. The maximum path length from that node to a leaf node. So for example, if you take the path length of the height of the node for Q, it is 3. This is the different key, these are the different key terms that we have to remember while discussing about the trees. Next one is representation of a general tree. How you can represent a general tree? So general tree, it can have any number of, a node can have any number of children. So generally you can represent, the general representation is using linked list. So this can be done using linked list representation. The children of each node are represented using linked list. In general, in a general tree, each node can have any number of children. So linked list representation is better for storing the sibling data. For example, if you take here the tree node, first of all, you see the tree node definition, how you can give the tree node definition. So here you can see the structure, struct tree. So here, what are the data item, data members you will have? The first one is data. The data can be anything, whatever data you want to put. And here you have 2 pointers. The first pointer is first, and the next pointer is next. So the first pointer represents the first child of that particular node, and the next gives the next children of that particular, that is the next siblings of that particular node. For example, if you take this tree, here this is a tree which is having totally how many nodes? 7 nodes. So here A is the root, and B, C are the children of A, and D, E, F are children of B, and G is the child of C. So for example, here we can say that you can give a numbering from 0. That is, here we are going to represent A node as 0. In this table, if you observe, if you see here, 0 is given for A, and 1 is given for B, and 2 is given for C, like this. So that is, the numbers are given from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. This is used as an index and also the node number. So here we are giving the data. So the data is A, B, all these data elements are given. So A is the root here. So parent, child. So parent of A is what? We don't, because A is the root node, it doesn't have a parent. So that's why here we have given it as null. And next one is child. The children of A are what? BC. What are the numbers of BC? 1, 2. So that's why what we are doing here. Here we are creating a linked list. The first node is what? B. B number is how much? 1. So that's why here we are given the data as 1. That is the node number 1. And the next. Now the next of the B child is linked to what? 2. 2 is what? C. So that is the children of A are B and C. So that's why here we got the numbers. B and C numbers are what? 1 and 2. So 1, 2. And finally, only it has 2 children. So that's why the next of 2 is represented as null. So this is how we can represent the A node. Next, for B, again, for B, the parent of B is what? A. So A, what is the node number of A? It is 0. So that's why the parent of A, it is represented as 0. The node number is 0. So that's why we have given 0. And next, what we are doing? Now, the children of B are what? D, E, F. What are the numbers of D, E, F? D, E, F. So now you have to create a linked list for D. What is the node number of D? 3. Node number of E is 4. And the node number of F is 5. Now you have to maintain a linked list with 3, 4, and 5. So only 3 children. So that's why at the end we are representing it as null. So this is about B. And the next one is what? C. C means what? The root of C is again what? It is A. So A means it is 0. So that's why parent of C is 0. And children of C, it has only one node, that is G. The G node number is how much? 6. So that's why we are representing it as 6. And next it is represented as null. The next of 6 is null. And the next one is D. D, E, F. For all the 3, that is D, E, F. For all the 3, the parent is B. The parent B node number is how much? It is 1. So that's why here the parent node number is how much? 1. So that's why here what we are doing? For D, E, F, the parent number we are giving it as 1. And next, about the children of D, E, F, because they themselves are leaves. So they don't have any children. So that's why we have put it as null, null, null. And next one is G. For the G, what is the parent of G? It is C. The C means it is the number is how much? 2. So that's why in the parent column we have put it as 2. And G is also a leaf node. So that's why it doesn't have any children. So that's why here it is put it as null, because it doesn't have any children. So this is how you can represent a general tree. The applications of trees. The different applications of trees. So where these tree structures can be used. So there are many applications for tree structures. So some of them we have noted it here. Those are directory structure of file store, that is file system. The next one is structure of an arithmetic expressions, used in almost every 3D video games, used in compression algorithms, and also these tree structures are also used in routing algorithms, used in another application of trees is dictionaries, and also used in almost every high bandwidth router for storing the router tables. So these are the different applications, some of the different applications of trees. And the next one is different types of trees. The different types of trees are, the first one is general tree, whatever we have discussed in now. And the next one is binary tree, search tree, AVL tree, red black tree, B tree, splay tree, NRE tree, and tree. These are the different types of trees. So in this lecture, we have uh, we have discussed the trees logic, characteristics of trees, and also the applications of trees. So now we are and also we have discussed the different types of trees. So with this, we will discuss the next topics in the next class. Thank you.